Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. I don't have any work whatsoever in all the three worlds. Nanavaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani. I don't have anything that I need to attain, and there is nothing that I have not attained. Yet I go on doing work for the sake of it. Because in the society, yajada charati shrestha, as the noble ones conduct themselves, tada deve tarojana, the other ones follow them. Sayat pramanam kurute, the kind of example they set for the others, lokas tadanu vartate, the rest of the mankind, all the people follow that. So it's only for the sake of setting an example for the rest of the mankind, to show them a way, to guide them on this path, to teach them the higher truths, and thereby to help them redeem themselves, that the divine personalities, the gurus, the masters, engage in action. Otherwise, there is no need, no compulsion, no duty, no binding whatsoever, because they have nothing inside, they have no ego, they have no desire. I was explaining to the children in the morning how that particular person is. Shrotriyo, he knows the essence of all the Shrutis, all the Vedas. Avirajo, he has no sins whatsoever. Akamahato, he has no desires whatsoever. Yo Brahmavittama, he is the knower of the Brahman. So once you know that there is nothing more to be known, that particular, and very beautifully Shankara explains how is his nature. He says he is like the fire that has consumed all its fuel. Nirindhana, like the fire, the nirindhana, all the fuel has been consumed. It means whatever needed to be known, achieved, whatever had to be done, all that has already been done by that person. There is no more desires, there is no more aspirations, nothing left. So nirindhana ivanala, like that fire which has finished all its fuel and it need not burn anymore. That is the nature of those persons. Ahetuka daya sindhoho. Though they are the compassionate ones without any reason whatsoever. Ahetuka, ocean of compassion, daya sindhoho, bandhuho. Those who come to them and do namaskar, they become bandhu satam. All those people's bandhu they become kind to them, they help them. That is the nature of the Guru. That is the nature of the divine being, who comes not for his own sake. He comes for the sake of others. Shanta, Mahanta, Nivasanti Santo, Vasantavat, Lokahita Charanta. They come as the spring season that comes to bring joy, beauty, happiness to the nature. They have already crossed over. Tirna Swayam, they have already crossed over this huge ocean of samsara. Bhima is huge and massive. What? Bhava, this Bhavasagara. And what they are here to? Janana Hetu, for the sake of people. They have crossed over Bhima, Bhava, Arnavam. Janana Hetu, na anyapi. Not for anything else. Tarayantaha. They come and rescue them. They come and take them and help them cross over to the other side. Only for the sake of others. They don't have anything of their own. They don't have any agenda. They don't have any desire. They don't have any mission. They don't have anything of their own. It's only for the sake of giving an opportunity for others also to cross over and redeem themselves. How they redeem themselves? How they redeem them is by teaching them the truth, the Vedanta Vijnana, by allowing them to learn this great truth by their own example, not by preaching, but by their practice. They inspire the aspirants to learn and grow, and thereby become free from all the sorrows. Because those who meditate on the essence of the Vedanta, Artha Vicharena, all those thoughts of Vedanta, those who Vichara they do, Jayate Jnanam Uttamam. From that is born the highest of the knowledge. And what kind of knowledge? It destroys all the sorrow. Dukkhanashana. All the dukkhanasha happens. There is no more sorrow left. It means what? You don't go to the adholokas. You don't go down further. You only urdhva. Ata urdhvam na sanshaya. They grow and they rise in their spiritual nature. That is the nature of these gurus. They have crossed over, but they come back to take others also, so that those don't suffer in the world, the samsara of the world. Namaste. He says, Swami, namaste. Nataloka bandhu. I bow down to you, O Swami, because you are Nataloka bandhu. Anybody who bows down to you, you become his friend, you become his well-wisher. Karunya Sindhu, you are the ocean of compassion. Patitam Bhavabdhu, I have fallen into this Bhavabdhi, in the ocean of Bhavasagara, into the worldly ways, into those ways that bind me, don't allow me to come out of it. So please, Mayuddha, please save me. How? Atmiya, Kataksha Drishtva. From a corner of your eye, just have a look at me. Just notice that I am also there waiting to be redeemed. Don't ignore me. Even from the corner of Kataksha Drishtya. Somewhere, little grace of yours, let it fall on me. That's how they pray to the Guru. Because only a Guru and the selfless being, who is not here for his own sake, not for his own agenda, is capable of taking people across. Those who are here for any desire, any whatsoever, they will not be able to redeem the rest. Only those who have no desires, akamahata, they alone are capable of redeeming the others. And they teach them this highest knowledge, the knowledge of Brahman. So people go to Guru for all kinds of reasons. They ask silly things to Brahman. Everything is asked of a Guru. Yet he is the one who tattvamasyadi lakshyam. He shows you the true goal. He says, no, all this is fine. Marks are fine, family is fine, children, grandchildren, properties, businesses, houses, jobs, all this is okay. But the most important reason why I have come here is to tell you that tattva you should know. Without that, there is no redemption. Na labhyate brahma shatantare. Even hundreds of Brahma's years you work, there is no rescue for you. Only Atmaikya Bodhena. Only with the knowledge of the self will you be redeemed. So they open the eyes of the sleeping, the slumbering devotee, the Shishya, who comes and falls at the feet of the Guru. Ajnana Timirandasya, Jnananjana Shalakaya, Chakshurun Militam Yena, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I am sleeping, I am slumbering away in the darkness of ignorance. Ajnana Timirandasya. It's a darkening, blinding dark. Timira. That dark it is, Andha. Please help me. How? Jnananjana Shalakaya. Apply the ointment of Jnana to my eyes, which are not opening because they are stuck with all the dirt that is there. Chakshur Unmilitam. Open my eyes. The Guru opens the eyes. That's why I have to worship the Guru, because he comes and helps me open my eyes and see the world as they are. But he can only open your eyes. You have to see. Opening my eyes is different from seeing the object. I can open your eyes and you may choose not to see. Therefore it is said that Brahman has to be experienced by one's own effort. The Guru can come, teach you, guide you, show you, that is your goal. Tattvam asyadi lakshyam. Tattvam asi is your goal. But you have to walk the path. That is all that Guru can do. Can help you to the extent that he can tell you the way. He can tell you all the pitfalls. He can tell you what are the sadhanas that you have to do. He can guide you even if you are suffering and struggling in your sadhana. He can do all these things, but he can definitely not help you experience Brahman. That is something that you have to do it with your own effort. And therefore it is said, like a medicine, by talking about the medicine, one's disease will not be cured. Nagachati vinapanam, without drinking, it doesn't go. What doesn't go? Vyadhi, aushadhi, shabdataha. The vyadhi, the disease, simply by saying aushadhi, aushadhi, without drinking aushadhi, without drinking the medicine, it won't go. Similarly, Shankaracharya says in his Viveka Chudamani, Brahma Shabdaihi, by simply chanting Brahma Shabda, Brahman, Brahman, Aham Brahman, Aham Brahman, Sarvam Brahman, Aham Brahman, nothing happens. Till when? Till Vina Aparoksha Anubhavam. Till you have experienced that Aparoksha Anubhava, that is, directly you have experienced the Brahman, Vina Aparoksha Anubhavam, Brahma Shabdaihi na muchyate. You will not be redeemed, because Brahma Shabda, by chanting it, is like chanting the name of the medicine. Paracetamol, paracetamol, paracetamol. Headache is not going to go, fever is not going to go. But when you see, take the medicine, drink the tonic, or take the tablet, then there is a change. So considering Brahman as the mantra is fine. But most important of this is that Brahman should reveal, and you should experience that Brahman. It's only then everything is over. Otherwise, any number of times you chant Brahman is not going to take you anywhere. It's a waste of time. So the sincerity, the Shraddha that is required. What is the Shraddha is also explained in Adi Shankaracharya's Viveka Chudamani. Shastra Vakya, Gurur Vakya. In the Shastra, in the word of the Guru, Satya, you have to have faith. What kind of faith? Satya Bhava, Avadharaya. That Satya Buddhi should be there. If Satya Buddhi is not there, you don't fully trust, then you're not going to achieve it. Satya Buddhi Avadharanam, that is very, very, very important. And that is what is called Shraddhaya Kathate. That is what Shraddhaya. Shraddha means to completely believe that yes, by chanting this Brahman and by being extremely sincere, extremely honest, extremely yearning, pining for that knowledge and the revelation has to come. There is no other way. It will come. It has to come. If not today, someday. Some people wrote me letters and message. One meditation is going on well, the next meditation is not as good as the previous one. Third meditation is somewhat okay. So I don't know what is happening. It's just that your mind is still not stabilized. You have not done enough of this pranayama pratyahara still. So it's like your food is still getting cooked, it's raw. It's not ready to eat. So some more cooking is required, some more sadhana is required of withdrawal of mind, cut off from all your activities and distractions, and start focusing and concentrating the mind onto this one thought. Till when? Till it reveals the thought. Like all the rays of the sun, then they are channeled through a lens, they become one-pointed. And when they fall, they can burn a dry leaf. Likewise, all the thoughts, when they merge in one thought, and continuously we keep on stretching, keep on remembering that thought, while waking, while asleep, moving, sitting, like in the back side of our head, it goes on and on, Aham Brahma, Sarva Brahma, Aham Brahman, Sarva Brahma, or whichever mantra you have taken. That mantra should go on and on and on without stopping. Like your breath, it should go on. And a part of you should be doing that japa. Because only by japa, artha bhava, the bhava of that or the meaning of that comes. Otherwise it does not come. By continuous japa. So you have to do japa continuously. Not for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, those times are over. Now this japa should go on continuously as you're walking, talking. In your mind, this thought is going on happening. Because only then it will reveal itself. So Guru's work is there. Guru can guide, Guru can take this far. He can work very hard, though he has no such obligations, no duty. Yet, experience is not in Guru's hand. Experience is to be earned with your own merits. And you have to go on chanting, go on chanting. And then, out of his compassion, he's a Karunya Sindhu. He will help you. If you fall, he'll come and pick you up. If you deviate, he will tell you that you are deviating. If you are struggling, he will motivate you, encourage you to go on. If you are giving up, he will come and again correct you, he will guide you, encourage you to walk. All these Guru can do. Ultimately, the merger is only in your hand. That is why that state where all the other desires and thoughts have become zero, there is only one thought, single pointed thought. And that thought is all your life. Nothing else. Vivekananda used to say, take an idea and make it your life. May take an idea and make it your life, he would say. So your idea is Aham Brahma and make it your life. Not an hour, not 2 hours of a half a day. Make it your life all the time. Husband, what is happening? In your mind, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma is going on. Somebody comes and talks also, you are not even mindful of what they are saying. Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. You have become one with that thought. That is the power of the thought, because thought is the most powerful force. It's a thought that starts everything. Without thought, nothing happens. Even Brahma, he thought, Brahman thought, oh, let me create the world. If he had not thought, he had kept quiet, nothing would have happened. Because he thought, everything happened. So likewise, your thought only is your savior. By continuously thinking about it, it will reveal its own self. There is nothing we can do about it. Some people are getting worried whether week will get over and they won't get revelation. I said, doesn't matter. This is not for this week alone. This is for the life, whole life. It's not just for the week alone. Can you say that after this week, even if you had experience, will you stop chanting? Will you stop worrying about this thought? That cannot be the way. Even if this week gets over, you got an experience or didn't get an experience, that is secondary. Anashritaha, karma phala. That is sannyasa. You should not depend on the karma phala. But still use karyam karoti. Keep doing whatever work you have got to do. But don't be dependent on the result. You do, doing is in your hand. Revealing is in the hands of Brahman. You can't arm twist him. Therefore, don't get restless. There is no time that this week is getting over and what is it? I have not yet experienced anything. Maybe 20 minutes yesterday or someday it was good, next day it was not good. These are mad thoughts. These are also impediments in our progress. The fact that you are thinking anything other than Brahman, including the fact that I am not knowing Brahman, that also is an impediment in the thought. As he said, first you should give up this. Karmanya vadikharastya should apply. Just chant Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma. If it comes by Brahman's grace, all right, very good. If it doesn't come also, does not matter. I am not ready for it. I have to keep on boiling the rice till it cooks. So keep boiling. Don't stop. So what if it didn't cook in 10 minutes, maybe it needs another 20 minutes. If rice is of a harder variety, whatever it is. It takes time. So keep cooking till it becomes soft and edible. You cannot stop cooking. So everybody is different. Munde, matir bhinna. Everybody's mati is different. Everybody's inclination, the gunas are different. Their prarabdhas are different. You can't compare with each other and don't bother also. And I don't want anybody to exchange any notes about their meditation with anybody. You should not go and discuss today this happened, that happened. It's not right. It is your very, very personal thing. It is you and yourself. There is nothing more. You don't have to discuss with your father, mother, parents, nobody. It's just your own thing. So keep it that kind of a thing. And don't discuss and don't compare and don't worry also. It's not come. Will this window get over after that? Will I get or not? No. So those are also thoughts which are obstructing you from attaining that. And Brahman is like that. The more you develop a desire, the more it will delude you. When you don't desire for it, you just say, I am just doing this because that is all is in my hand. I keep reminding myself who I am. And then if Brahman gets pleased with you, he will reveal. Brahman will reveal itself to you. So don't get too unduly restless. That becomes an impediment in this thing. Those are different, your tapasyas. What tapasyas Vishwamitras did to attain powers or Ravana did to attain vidyas, those are different. They were karma kandas. Those tapasyas are also basically for a lower desire, lower result. But if I do this for so many hours, I may get something that I want. I want to become Chiranjeevi, I want to become powerful, Jnani. All kinds of things they have prayed for. We are not praying for anything from Brahman. Only praying to Brahman that if you feel I am worthy, if you think I am deserving, please do reveal yourself to me. Please redeem me from this Bhavasagara. Beyond that, we are not bothering. So therefore, don't go too much, don't get pressurized. It's not an exam that you have to pass by the end of this week. It's not true. That I have kept some targets and dates because that will bring some kind of a focused, serious effort. Otherwise, this is a lifelong practice. You should keep doing. Even if you experience it, you should keep doing nevertheless. That should be the main focus of your life here onwards. Everything else should fit into this scheme. And so then when your mind is busy thinking Brahman, Brahman, where is the time for mind to deal with anything else in the world? Okay, some work comes, you will go about, do it and come back again quickly so that you can continue from where you left. But all the time this should go on. Don't pressurize yourself unnecessarily. But for this time, keep as much manam as possible externally and internally. Cut off unwanted talks, connections, and meeting people, discussing anything. Just don't do any of those things. It's not necessary. And your food and your sleep patterns, control them. Don't be too tamasic. Food also, even if it's very tasty food, don't keep eating without limits. Your stomach should be 1/4 empty by the time you get up. It should not be full. If it's full stomach, you're getting up, so much so that you can't even breathe, then you have done a bad job of eating. You keep space, a little air in your stomach. It's important. And then you get up. And especially night food should be controlled. Because morning is the best time to do meditation. And that time, if stomach is not steady, it will not allow you to meditate. It will bring sleep, it will bring lethargy, jadya, nidra. That's what they say. Inertia and sleep. These are the two enemies of swaswarupa sthiti. Jadyata means inertia, laziness, and nidra, sleep, which is tamasic in nature. Both are obstacles in your that experience of that swasthiti, the true sthiti. So these are little sacrifices you have to make for a higher gain. No pain, no gain. You want everything and also have Brahman with you, not possible. Some space you have to make for Brahman. Otherwise, where will you fit? So like that, you have to vacate some of those unwanted habits. And this is not just a week-long process, it is a lifelong process. And even after this, you should continue, not stop. If you stop, then everything is lost again. Continue, every day, every moment, this japa should go on, not stop. Whether you experience, you don't experience, half experience, full experience, doesn't matter. Keep on chanting. And this will become your part of your life. That is what your life will become. See, this is what Indian culture. Today I was discussing with somebody. And he said, why are we teaching so many other things to our students? Such beautiful scriptures. I told, finally I have woken up that our scriptures are so rich and so beautiful. Leaving that, we have learned everything. See, that is our, what you call, that is our misfortune. Those days are over when other invaders came and destroyed temples and burned the books and killed the sages. Those days are over. Now we are only, it's Haragiri. We are only killing ourselves. Why? We don't want to teach this thing to our children. Start with Baba, black sheep. Have you any wool? Everybody is happy. All neighbors will clap, teacher will clap. Now this another foolish trend has started. All the parents clicking pictures and posting it everywhere on social media. Sing songs, dances of the children and drawings of the children. I feel so horrible. This is what they are encouraging. What does a child know? Whatever we tell and encourage, he will think that is what is important. All these kinds of things everywhere. Then I wonder, such a rich cultural, spiritual heritage of India. The next generation has no air of it, no thought of it, no idea of it. And look at our curriculum and syllabus. All the time teaching the laws of physics, laws of chemistry, laws of biology, and this kind of Shakespearean literature. I'm not against anything. Maybe they are necessary to fulfill your belly, but that's not going to take you across. Nahi nahi rakshati. Dukrun karne. You know all the grammar, it won't save you at the end of it. Because Yama will not be impressed by all your pandityam. He will ask the right question. Have you attained Brahma Vidya? No. Then you are pushed to the lower lokas. Otherwise, come, I'll send you to the higher lokas. So it's totally in our hand. What our mati, that is what will be our gati. That is why I'm so keen. One university should have this Vedanta studies. Our children should know most of the important scriptures. The 10 Upanishads, their essence. You must remember also, because they can teach others. They must have some of those important Brahma Sutras they should be aware of. Bhagavad Gita they should be aware of. I'm not saying too much of Puranas and these things, because they are a different genre, they are different. And there are many people who are doing Bhagavad Saptahas and things like that. There are plenty. But the true knowledgeable Vedantins are very few. Handful actually, who know truly. And speaking people can speak by memorizing. They can speak. But speaking from experience, there are handful. So that really need, that need which is right now is for our institutions, our university, our ashrams to produce those true Brahmadhyanis who know by their experience, by aparoksha anubhava, not by Brahma Shabdai, by making sound Brahma, 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 no. By aparoksha anubhava they know that this is how it is. And that kind of experiential understanding is what is required. So we must put efforts. Our elders and all the people should take note of this. I am losing patience by the day. I feel that we are not progressing. How many years are over, how many days are passing, yet we are not progressing on this path. You can imagine whatever you are saying, Vidyaranya's plight. He has to go and ensure that this happens. The spiritual heritage is protected. Today we don't have enemies from outside. Our own foolishness is our enemy. We don't value this. We think this is useless. Everything else is very, very useful. You want to go study this, study that. Nothing will save us at the end. Nobody will be happy doing all this. They may get some money for time being, some pleasures they can buy. They can be known here and there, popular, and maybe some power, whatever comes with that authority and position. But it won't take you further. It's only so much. But these knowledge to our children, to our students, to our devotees, will help not only them, but later they become jnani, they will help others to cross over. Tarayanta, they will help others. Having crossed themselves, swayam tirna, bhima bhavarnava, janana hetum na anyapi tarayanta. For the sake of others, they will start doing. So the more people, the better it is, because more and more people will learn about it. So we have to do something very, very seriously about this huge problem that is staring at our face. So many people have tried and failed. That time there were external powers and we could not do much against that. But there is no problem. There is no external enemy now. All enemies are internal now. They have to be dealt with. That is enemy is jadya, this inertia, this foolishness. That it is not important. Na paraiti, that doesn't exist. Na asti, that kind of foolishness. This atheistic thinking, this young generation which only thinks that they live only once. So enjoy as much as you can. These materialistic ideas that only those who have the wealth are respected and others are to be looked down upon. This idea that only the secular knowledge and only the knowledge of the subjects will finally take care of you in your life. These all ideas have to be shunned. They should be only given so much importance as it deserves. Beyond that, they should not be given importance. They should be kept under limits. This is important. This is more important. That is less important. So this should take the larger, if not larger, half of our energy and time in a day should be spent on this idea. You read more scriptures, nobody is stopping you. So much of knowledge is accessible to everybody. It's not that I want you to read and, because that doesn't really help. But what it helps you with, it helps you keep your mind always absorbed in that same thought and not keep jumping in and out of it. It keeps your mind always absorbed. You read Kathopanishad, once you are done with Kathopanishad, you read a few times, all right, then you pick up another Upanishad, the Bhagavad Gita, a chapter here and there, or some beautiful things. Viveka Chudamani is such a beautiful, see what beauty in that scripture. It's little Sanskrit if you know, and little you can take help from whatever dictionary, it will take care of you. And little bit of this Ashtavakra Gita. Oh, what a beautiful treatise it is. What a beautiful treatise. It's a beautiful poem. One stanza is loaded with spiritual meaning. There is no need. That is why I wonder, so many rishis have written the same truth. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. In so many ways they have explained the same truth. How beautiful. And that when so many people have experienced the same thing, it means that thing exists. You cannot be wrong because so many people over so many generations, hundreds and thousands of rishis across tens and thousands of years, have said the same thing. So how can it be wrong? We should worry about our scientists who tell 400 years ago the earth was flat for them. 400 years later, earth is round. Tomorrow they may come up with something new. And then you don't know because everything is changing. Today quantum mechanics is changing. It tells, I don't know exactly what we know. That is what the situation is right now. How big is the galaxy? We know your universe is only so. No, it can be more. They don't know. Till yesterday, a planet was a part of the solar system. Today, it's not. We don't know what they know. Science is still exploring, not to be shunned and thrown away. But this is the knowledge for tens of thousands of years is valid. It's not changed. Nobody came and said that Aham Brahma or Aham Brahmasmi is wrong. They would have explained that Brahma is also in Vishnu, is also in Shiva, is also in Shakti, is also in Karma Kandas. They have explained, but the original knowledge has not changed. So for tens of thousands of years it has not changed, and of lakhs of jnanis this has been the experience. Then which knowledge is permanent is what we have to ask ourselves. This is what is permanent. So how can we not pay attention to such an important permanent knowledge? So this is why it is important. And all our elders and everybody should make us very serious note of it. And I'm very clear, we are not going to waste our time teaching the same ABCD all the time. Teach them to the extent it's required. And it does mark, 10 marks, 20 marks, they'll get less, all right. Let them lose the 10, 15, 20% marks if they have to lose. But let them gain this knowledge because this will take care of them for the rest of their lives. This madness of marks and report cards and competitive exams should go. If you are good enough, if you know Brahman, you are so sharp, your focus, imagine your focus, now you would have yourself understood. Hardly 2-3 weeks of practice, your mind is far sharp than what it was. Like you have sharpened the knife, by practicing. That sharp mind can do anything. You think Adi Shankaracharya would have cracked every IIT JEE exam in no time, this Adi Shankara. Look at his brilliance. Everything he knew. So many scriptures he read, wrote, remembered. That much of memory bank means this man is not ordinary. Vivekananda, if he was there, he could have been anybody. But he chose the path for the redemption of all. And that's why he did what he needed to do. These people are super brilliant. Their buddhi is at super high level. So there's no calculation, no IQ meters to assess them. Because they're operating at the consciousness level, at the Brahman level. That's why they have all the knowledge. And the minds are so sharp. So our children should be like that. Having practiced this Paravidya, they should be so sharp and brilliant. Aparavidya should be like child's play for them. Literally. One concept should go inside like this in one reading. Because their minds are so pure and focused. Concepts just go in like that. So the Paravidya knowledge will only help you do better in Aparavidya. So when you have good Paravidya, why you need to spend a whole day on another Aparavidya? Half a day you can understand all the subjects. Why? Because you are so sharp. So why should you spend? Vivekananda said, the only thing that difference between ordinary and extraordinary people is their degree of concentration. Ordinary people, concentration is very low. So they take too much time to do the same thing. Too much time to understand the same thing. Whereas this extraordinary people have very high concentration. And what is concentration? This is only dhyana, dharana. Dharana is only thought. Dhyana is the actual concentration. So if you have a good dhyana which you have practiced because of Paravidya, it will be useful. Same knife. It will be useful. And Aparavidya, you don't have to spend whole day reading the same books. Half a day you can finish and walk out of the class. And then you spend the rest of the day reading Paravidya and enjoying the knowledge. Or simply sit down in meditation and absorb yourselves in that Atman and then be happy. So much opportunity. And this year onwards, this change has to come. Now, those who don't like this change, as I said, I am only interested in those who are interested in spirituality. If they have any problems with this, then they have to find another way. Because this place and all the institutions that are associated with this place, from the high school till the university, and anything else that we start any point of time, has to be very, very focused. Has to be very, very focused that this is the knowledge. I have seen a lot of institutions, I don't want to name them, they all have been started with the same interest, same vision of those great visionary founders. But within few years, the foolishness of the followers has been such that they all have degraded, they have all been destroyed. And today all those wonderful institutions are only teaching the same Aparavidya. If that is what was to be taught here, then why should we start? Plenty of schools are providing that. So while we provide Aparavidya to students, the lower, or the material education, secular education, and it should be equal in at least equal. Paravidya should be equal effort, if not more. At least begin with equal. Till we reach a stage where this becomes the most important, that remains as only so much as it is needed. I don't see why we should not do it. And what stops us from doing that? Are we begging a rupee from anybody as a fee? Are we forcing anybody to join our institutions? Are we not? Are we bound by any obligation to anyone? We are not. This is what it is. If you like it, take it. Don't like it, leave. That's clear in my head. That's why I told you, when Gurukulam is starting, this is very, very focused approach. After this lockdown, everything changes. They're saying we are going to be having a new world, post-lockdown world they're calling. Yes, let it be. Let ours also be a post-lockdown world. We're very clear. If you think this is not the one what you want to teach your children, all I can say that your children would have had very bad karmas to have been born to such foolish parents who don't understand the value of things as they are. So poor fellows, from karma they are born in the family, they'll suffer through that. But those who understand and take advantage, they will stand to gain a lot in the times to come. And let me tell you, 25 years, 30 years from now, engineers will not be in so much of demand. Doctors will not be in so much of demand. All other professions will not be so much of demand. Vedantis will be in big demand everywhere in the world. You wait and watch. 20 to 25 years from now, Vedantins will be in huge demand. Everybody wants to learn Vedanta. They would like them to translate into their languages, teach them in their methodology. Vedanta will become the biggest subject to be taught around the world. Sanskrit will become the biggest spoken and conversed language in the world. Read and spoken, not English. It will pass with time. Some of us will be there to watch this era, but some of them not. As he said, these little kids will watch these new times. Sanskrit will become the official language of so many states and countries. They will use this as their most important language for all communications. People will write, read, listen, understand things in Sanskrit. Even your technical knowledge will start getting published in Sanskrit. Your Vedanta will become the highest read subject in the world. The biggest demand will be for the people who know Vedanta. Then people will understand good teacher from bad teacher. The one who reads and repeats versus the one who knows and talks. They will know the difference. So at that point in time, even from you think what will happen to my job and salary, don't even worry. Because the knowers of Vedanta will be in such demand. Of course, it won't matter to them whether they get money or not for it. But then their needs will be taken care of. Because Brahman will take care. Brahman has decided. He has made his decision. This is the end of Kali Yuga. It has to happen now. There is no more time left to waste. Let's begin from here. And therefore, it will come to such a state, within a matter of 2 decades, you will see the huge changes. And all this idea of Vedanta will become household subject. People will discuss this at homes. It's not too far in the future. Very, very close. So, never, even from that point of view, don't underestimate or don't ignore this subject. Because this is what will become most important subject. If you don't know this, people won't respect you then. So think over time like that. Automation will have taken over everything. Nobody needs any human beings. Automatic machines will take care of all the things. So what do human beings do? All will learn Vedanta. Because they'll find peace and joy and happiness in this only and nothing else. And that time also will come. That's why every student, every teacher, every devotee at least should begin here from here. And our institutions should stand for this and this alone. Yes, some people may ridicule, some people may even speak things against our ways. Let them speak, because they don't understand. So we don't worry. We have to just keep focused, and what this idea of Vedanta should go on, we should go on propagating. Every student, every teacher should be trained in this. So that should be our focus. And because how long will I speak and how long will he speak and how long will go on with these sessions, we don't know. But here onwards, this knowledge should get transferred to the next generation, and that generation should take this up and spread it to the whole of the world. That's the only way world will change. Nothing else will change the world. Nothing else will change the world. See, that is the life of a person devoted to spirituality. He will be taken care of wherever the person is. Why? Because the Brahman is watching over. He is protecting such a person. He doesn't need anybody else's protection and sustenance and anybody else's care. Brahman is watch over him directly. Because he wants such a person to live and do what needs to be done. So his refuge is Brahman. He will take care of that person. That person will not go hungry. That person will not starve. That person will not beg. Because Brahman is watching over. Things will come to him as he sits. That is why you have to become akamhata. You don't have any desire of your own. Remain desireless because Brahman is looking after. Like the little baby which sleeps in the cradle without any care of the world. Why? Because it knows mother is watching over. It will bring food. Mother will bring food at the right time. Give me a bath at the right time. Play with me at the right time. Take me on a walk at the right time. It knows. It's carefree. Sleeping happily. That is the nature of a jnani. Carefree. Swachhanda. Free of all care. Why? Because Brahman is watching over. So that should be the confidence we should have. With that confidence, we must go on doing this sadhana steadily. And doesn't matter it comes tomorrow, day after, at least you have improved from what you were. And then if you go on doing, someday everything will happen. Everything at the right time. Kalena Atmani. At the right time, Atmani Vindati. It will come to you. Till then, don't struggle and don't pressurize yourself unnecessarily. It is not a competition who reaches Brahman first. That is not a competition. And even if you come to know Brahman, nothing will happen. No halo will form around you. Nobody can make out that you have Brahman unless you put a sticker, I am a Brahma Jnani. Please respect me. Yesterday I had a revelation of Brahman. Then that's the only way otherwise nobody will know you have become a Brahma Jnani also because you just go about doing what you have got to do. So don't even care for all those things. No prizes for it. Nothing for it. That experience is your prize. Okay, so don't struggle beyond what is required unnecessarily. But keep doing because that is what is joy. That is what is Sat, Chit, Ananda. That is what it is. Other than everything is not. But we are running behind everything which is not. Like the baby trying to catch its own image in the reflection of the mirror. Go on scratching the mirror. And it's confused why this other baby is not coming out and talking. It's confused. And we grown up look at this and laugh at its, not foolishness, but at least innocence. But then Brahman will look at us, what he laughs at ignorance, not at innocence. Trying to catch hold of things that don't exist. Brahman will, like a father and like a mother, look down upon us. What is this fellow up to? When will he learn? How many births have passed? Still trying to get the image out of the mirror. That should not be our way. I was telling, we are born an animal, we live a human, but we should die a god. That is how we should think of our life. At the end, before the end of this life, we should have realized ourselves. And so that there is no more beginnings and ends for us. So to that extent, it should be done. And don't now, he has created curiosity about these lokas. Don't worry about these lokas and all too much. That is what confused half the rishis. They started desiring for heavens. So don't worry about these lokas below, above. If you keep doing what you have got to do, whichever is right for you, that Brahman, that ultimate supreme consciousness will take care. Whatever is right for you, it will take care. With that surrender, you live. Without the care of the world, you should live. Who says, what happens, none of this should matter to you. If you are right and you are doing the right thing, spiritual thing, nothing should matter. So I want to see this change very soon in all the people in the ashram and those who are listening or learning from these sessions. And when our students are back and our teachers are back in our institutions, whole concept and culture of institution has to undergo a major change. Complete overhaul of the system. Otherwise, this will go on like this for another 100 years, and after that, whichever loka you are in, you look down and feel bad. What is this? Same thing is going on. No, this is not what it is. Think like that. Once you know yourself, what is that? Everywhere you enjoy that self. See, so beautiful it is. If you have some house, let us say, you bought like many of people buy at Florida, very luxurious, exotic bungalow by the beach. When can they enjoy the bungalow? Only when they go to Florida. But they're working in somewhere in California, but they bought a bungalow in Florida. 6-bedroom, private pool, all kinds. But he has never got a time to get inside the pool only. Only see is a picture. And when he's off, all his servants, workers are enjoying the house. Isn't it? They'll be watching the movie, they'll be enjoying the pool. Before he comes, everything will be set right as if nothing happened. So if you have attained anything in the world, you can enjoy it only limited way. Brahman, it comes with you everywhere. Comes with you everywhere, anytime. Anytime you feel, no, I want to get into that bliss, shut off everything, close your eyes, enjoy it. You don't have to go somewhere to enjoy it. You don't have to pay anything to enjoy it. Everything else is limitations. You might have a biggest luxury car. In lockdown, what you'll enjoy that luxury car? I believe some foolish fellows went out on the road in the night on a spin. Their cars were all seized by the police. What's the use of all the car? You cannot even take it out in times like these. What is the point? So none of these that you achieve in the world are enjoyable at all times. They have limited use, limited times, limited use. Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhaya. Wherever your mind goes, you are experiencing samadhi only. Why? Deha abhimanam galite. Your body consciousness, the ahankara feeling is gone. Deha abhimanam galite. Vijñate para atmani. You have understood that paratma. So yatra yatra manoyati. Wherever the mind goes, tatra tatra samadhaya. All the time you are in samadhi state. In the office, at home, in the canteen, if you are in Goshala, or playing in the ground, all the time you are in that state. So you can enjoy it all the time. All the other luxuries you cannot enjoy all the time. This is one thing that you can enjoy all the time, without paying a rupee, without worrying about lockdowns and lockups, nothing. Everywhere you can enjoy. What an opportunity. And doesn't cost you a rupee. Doesn't cost you anything actually. You have to build some body and all, you have to struggle for some hours every day. Brahman says, don't worry, just sit down in one place calmly. No effort, actually effortless. Somebody said, no, Swami is very difficult. I told, this thinking itself is your problem. It is difficult, you think it's difficult, it will become difficult for you. You think it's easy, it is my nature. This is my true identity. It will become easy. So don't give too much of thought to it, whether it's coming, not coming, it's difficult, easy. Just do as it comes. Keep following what has been said. Become more and more intense and focused. It will take care of itself. The Brahman will take care. With that faith, you should continue working towards it and without keeping any other thought in your head. That's all I expect. That's all should be your way. Okay?